All right, let's get right into it. If you're here, I'm guessing you've probably felt stuck at some point. Maybe you've tried making money online, you've jumped into a few different things, and it didn't pan out. And it's easy to think, hey, maybe it's me. Maybe I'm just not cut out for this. But what if I told you that's almost never the real reason? See, the reality is, it's probably not you at all. The problem isn't the driver, it's the vehicle. So many of the online business models people are still pushing today are, to be blunt, just completely outdated for the world we live in now. Think of it like this, right? Trying to build a business with something like drop shipping today is like showing up to a Formula One race with a horse and carriage. Sure, it might have worked 100 years ago, but today, you're going to get left in the dust. You need a modern sports car. And that new vehicle, that's what we're calling Digital Products 2.0. We're talking AI-generated ebooks, online courses, high-value templates, stuff you can create faster than ever. Now, this isn't just some small tweak. It is a fundamentally new way of doing things. It's a model specifically designed to completely bypass those huge barriers. You know, the time, the money, the need to be a world-renowned expert that made all the old methods so darn difficult for regular people. So let's break down the 3 steps to this new blueprint. Okay, so let's dive into step 1. This idea is so simple, but it is a complete game changer because it flips the entire creative process upside down. Instead of guessing what people might want, you start by finding out what they're already buying like crazy. The core idea here is to let the market do all the heavy lifting for you. It has already shown you exactly what products people will pull out their wallets for. I mean, there are digital products out there right now, as we speak, making tens, even hundreds of thousands of dollars every single month. Your job isn't to be an inventor, it's to be a detective. This quote just nails it perfectly. It's about completely removing the guesswork. You never have to go through that painful experience of spending months on a project, launching it to the sound of crickets, and realizing nobody wants it. You kill that risk from day one because you already know what works. So how do you actually do this? Well, there are platforms out there like Gumroad or School that literally have public, real-time leaderboards. It's like a video game, but instead of high scores, it's tracking real dollars from real products. You can just scroll through, see who the top earners are, filter it down to a niche you like, business, health, whatever, and then study what the winners are doing. All right, so you found your proven winner. The next question is obvious, right? How on earth am I supposed to create a version of that if I'm not an expert? Well, my friend, this is where the 2.0 part of the name really kicks in. I mean, just look at the difference here. It's night and day. In the old 1.0 world, you had to spend months, sometimes years, doing research, becoming the expert, and writing every single word yourself, with absolutely no guarantee anyone would buy it. Now, in the 2.0 world, the AI is the expert. It can suck in all the information on a topic and then package it into a professional, high-quality product in a matter of hours. But, and this is a huge but, you can't just go use any general AI tool you find online. That would be like trying to slice a piece of high-grade sashimi with a butter knife. It's just the wrong tool for the job. You need specialized AI tools that are actually built for creating and packaging these kinds of professional products. When you use the right tool, you can create something that's often even better and more comprehensive than what a human expert could put together on their own. Okay, let's get to the final piece of the puzzle because this is where the whole system just clicks into place. You've got a fantastic product, you know there's demand for it, but how do you get it in front of people if you don't have a huge ad budget or thousands of followers? The answer is a brilliant strategy called influencer arbitrage. So instead of trying to build your own audience from scratch, which can take years, you just tap into an audience that someone else has already built. You find micro-influencers whose followers are your perfect customers, and you offer them a partnership. And here's the absolute key. It is a zero-risk, profit-share deal. You do not pay them a single penny upfront. This analogy is just perfect. Think about it. You could be a musician playing in tiny bars for years, trying to slowly build a fan base. Or you could get a world-famous DJ to drop your track at a massive festival tomorrow night. Influencer arbitrage is that second option. You are simply hijacking a pre-built distribution channel. And what's so powerful about this is that the math just works. And your financial risk is, and I mean this literally, zero. Let's walk through a super conservative example just so you can see how this plays out in the real world. Okay, let's say you partner up with a fitness influencer who has 50,000 followers. You know, a decent audience, but they're not some mega celebrity. And your AI-created fitness guide, you're selling it for a totally reasonable price of $97.
Now, let's be extremely pessimistic here. Let's say that only a tiny fraction of their audience, just 0.1%, decides to buy your product. That's only 50 sales. So what does that look like? Those 50 sales at $97 a pop bring in $4,850. You pay the influencer their 20% commission, which is $970, and you walk away with $3,880 in pure profit. And I have to say it again, you didn't spend a dime out of your own pocket until after all that money was already in your bank account. So when you combine these three steps, finding a winner, creating it with AI, and then using zero-risk distribution, what you end up with is, well, it's a massive, almost unfair advantage for anyone just starting out today. And look, this isn't just some theory. Check out this real-world example. A guy named Nathan Mercado. He was just 21 or 22 years old. He didn't try to become some big celebrity or light money on fire with Facebook ads. He built his entire business on this exact influencer arbitrage model and went from zero to making $316,000 in 1 month. This quote really says it all. It captures the entire philosophy. The game has changed. It's not about being the world's best salesperson anymore. It's about being the smartest at finding and plugging into existing distribution channels. So, to wrap it all up, the blueprint is this. 1. You find a proven winner, which takes all the guesswork out of the equation. 2. You use specialized AI to build a world-class version of that product in a tiny fraction of the time. And 3. You use influencer arbitrage to get that product in front of a hungry audience with zero upfront cost. And all of this really leads to one final big question for you to think about. In an age where an AI can handle the expert-level creation part for you, has the entire game shifted? Is mastering distribution, not creation, now the single most valuable skill for winning in business online? It's something to chew on. Thanks for tuning in.